As a lad growing up on Wuduss in the 50s, life was spartan to say the least, but at its best, regular meals and a roof over your head. Foreign holidays was some time in the future. Some families could afford to go to Butlins or Pontins. Places like Blackpool and Morecambe were usually day-out coach trips, organised by women on the estate. My mum wasn't into these trips, preferring to take us off as a family. Once a year we'd get a British Rail family rover ticket, on her own as my dad usually worked through to pay for it, either north to Workington and across to Keswick, south to Barrow and up to Lakeside, where we boarded the Windermere steamers, then operated by British Rail. At other times she would walk us to a local beauty spot with a packed lunch. This tale recalls those times. It's entitled Hannah Moor. A giant in the landscape lies, Sembe's red sandstone eyes, Stanley breast with big as milk, Linefoot stockings smooth as silk, Powbeck thighs with skirts emerald green. Hannah Moor on maps is seen. Hannah Moor, the name intrigued me then, and now that name resounds again. My mum walked us across Hannah Moor to Fleswick Bay in the 50s, date unsure. With pram and kids to the beach she'd roam, seeking shells playing in the foam. To Barmouth she'd often turn, alabaster mines, adders, grass snakes, ferns. I hadn't realised a polio scare had mothers worried everywhere. Glenn's mother, to keep her kids from harm, took them to Bluebell Wood at Lowell Farm. Avoiding disease became the name of the game, with the latest one, COVID, now in the frame. I remember when Barmouth tip exploded, sending debris out to sea. That tip was loaded with washing powder and bottles of matey. Kids' shampoo were already dirty. The previous tip was full of coal from Croftpit and Ladysmith's previous roll. The tip on fire, lots of smoke, adding chemicals to it. What a joke. Lots of old coal tips on fire with sulphur smells. We walked down the one to sort 'em for our cows. Mum would walk us to Sembe's beach. A fair walk, but an hour each. Past Preston House, the first farm with cows, and Gamerig Reservoir to Far Preston House. Tall Bar Cottage on its own blocked the way to Wilson Pit, both relics of a different day. At Lanehead Smithy we turned down, past the dog and partridge into town. On the right was the lane for a town head to Cabbage Hall, it's what my mum said. The Lowther Arms for lemonade and treats, or the post office to buy some sweets. The White Horse pub was on the corner here, where the road to the lighthouse disappeared, up to Hannah Moor and Townflat Hall, or Fleswick Bay. Today that's not our call. Past Midtown and Spouthouse Farms as a rule, Dalands and Croftfoot and Saneth School. We'd reached Newtown and Summerhill. On the road to Rottington we'd drink our fill, from a spring that ran out of a bank, the sweetest water I've ever drunk. To Cotham's farm at Rottington Hall, a very long way when you're only small, to Rottington cottages up on the next ridge, before you get to Christie Meadow Bridge. We crossed the fields to Gutterfoot, and onto the beach where my mum and us sat. We had our sandwiches and a bit of a snack, the only problem being we had to walk it back. Thank you.